Let's be real for a moment. Not every family member brings peace and comfort. Some bring stress, arguments, guilt, or make you feel like you're never doing enough. And the hard part? They expect you to just accept it because they're family. As we get older, especially after 70, our time and energy become more precious. We don't have the same patience for drama, loud opinions, or being treated like we can't make our own choices. You've lived long enough to know what brings you peace and who takes it away. Family should mean love, respect, and support. But if someone in your family makes you feel small, tired, or upset more often than they make you feel happy, it may be time to rethink how close they should be in your daily life. And that's not rude. That's called self-respect. This isn't about pushing people away or holding grudges. It's about choosing peace over pressure. In this guidance video, we'll talk about the types of family members who might be quietly harming your peace, and how to kindly protect yourself without guilt. Number 1. The constantly demanding relative. This type of family member always seems to need something. They might expect you to do errands for them, give them money, fix their problems, or be available at any time regardless of what you're going through. They may not even ask how you're feeling. They simply assume you'll say yes every time. These relatives often don't consider whether you're tired, unwell, or just not in the mood to help. Worse, they may try to make you feel guilty if you say no with comments like, "But you're always home," or "You have so much free time." After 70, your energy is more limited. Your body and mind need rest and peace. You are not anyone's full-time helper, especially when they have other resources or family members who could support them. It's okay to say, "I'm not able to help with that today," or "I need to take care of myself right now." Suggest they ask someone else or look into community resources. Remember, helping people is kind, but not when it costs your health or peace. Number 2. The negative or pessimistic relative. This is the family member who always sees the worst in everything. They complain constantly about their health, the news, money, politics, or how things used to be better. Every time you talk to them, you feel drained or sad. Their negative attitude starts to affect your mood too. While it's normal for people to have problems, someone who always focuses on the bad can bring a heavy cloud into your life. Being exposed to negativity day after day can affect your mental health. It may make you feel anxious, hopeless, or even depressed. You deserve to enjoy your time, laugh, talk about happy memories, or simply sit in peace. If you're always pulled into someone else's misery, it becomes harder to enjoy your own life. You can gently steer conversations toward positive topics or kindly excuse yourself when things get too heavy. Say, "I'm trying to focus on the good these days," or "Let's talk about something lighter." It's not rude, it's healthy. Number 3. The guilt tripper. A guilt tripper is a family member who often makes you feel bad for not doing what they want, even when you have a perfectly good reason for saying no or choosing something different. They may say things like, "You never visit anymore," or "I guess I don't matter to you," in a tone that makes you feel like you're neglecting them, even though you're simply trying to take care of yourself. These kinds of comments are usually said in a way that appears harmless, but they carry a heavy emotional weight. Over time, being around someone who uses guilt as a tool to get their way can make you feel exhausted, sad, and even question your own goodness. At this stage in life, your time and energy are more valuable than ever. You've spent many years showing love and being there for others, and it's okay to expect kindness and respect in return. It's important to gently but firmly respond to guilt trippers by saying things like, "I love you, but I have to take care of myself too," or "I'm not able to do that right now, but I still care." You don't need to apologize for setting limits. Loving someone doesn't mean you must always sacrifice your well-being. Choosing boundaries is not unkind, it's wise and necessary. Number 4. The one who doesn't respect your space. This relative may not mean any harm, but they consistently ignore your personal boundaries. They may show up at your home without calling first, expect you to entertain them even when you're tired, or stay far longer than you're comfortable with. Some might even ask deeply personal questions or make decisions for you without your permission. While this may have been easier to tolerate when you were younger or busier with life, as you grow older, your personal space becomes more sacred. It's where you rest, recharge, and feel safe. When someone repeatedly invades that space, physically or emotionally, it can become overwhelming. You have the right to a calm, peaceful, and private life, especially in your later years. Setting boundaries doesn't have to be dramatic or harsh. You can simply say, "Please call before visiting," or "I need some quiet time right now, but we can catch up another day." If they still don't listen, you may need to reduce the amount of time you spend with them. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about creating healthy relationships where everyone feels respected, including you. Number 5. The controlling relative. When helping becomes too much. As we grow older, especially after the age of 70, it's very common for family members, particularly adult children, grandchildren, or in-laws, to step in and offer more help or try to look after us. While this can be a sign of love and care, there's a fine line between being helpful and being controlling. A controlling relative is someone who may not trust your judgment anymore, or tries to take over decisions that should still be yours. They might insist you eat certain foods, follow a specific routine, go to doctors they choose, or stop you from doing activities you enjoy, even if you're still fully capable. Sometimes it comes from fear of losing you, or fear that something might go wrong, but even if the intentions are good, the outcome can feel hurtful. You might start to feel like you've lost your independence, like your opinions no longer matter, or that you're being treated like a child in your own life. That's a hard feeling, and it's not one you deserve. You've spent a lifetime making choices, handling responsibilities, and caring for others. Just because you've gotten older doesn't mean you've lost your voice. You still have the right to choose how you live. If someone is being overly controlling, try to gently speak up. Say something like, "I know you care, but I'd like to make this decision for myself," or "Thank you for worrying about me, but I feel comfortable doing this my own way." It's okay to accept help when you want it, but you should never be forced into things that don't feel right for you. Maintaining your independence in big and small ways brings dignity, peace, and a stronger sense of self, something that is just as important now as it's ever been. Number 6. The relative who uses guilt repeatedly. The emotional weight that builds over time. Sometimes a family member may not even realize they're doing this, but they use guilt again and again as a way to influence you or get their way. This could be a cousin, a sibling, an adult child, or even a grandchild. They might say things like, "If you really cared, you'd call more often," or "I guess I don't matter anymore." These words might sound like they're just expressing feelings, but when said repeatedly, they become a tool for emotional manipulation. You start to feel like you're constantly falling short, like you're never doing enough, even when you're already doing your best. The truth is, guilt like this can quietly eat away at your peace. It can make you second-guess your choices and feel emotionally drained after every interaction. That's not a fair or loving way to be treated. When someone uses guilt often, it shifts the relationship from one of mutual care to one of control. You might find yourself saying yes to things you don't want to do, just to avoid the emotional burden. But at this stage in your life, peace of mind is more valuable than ever. You should feel free to say no without feeling bad. You can gently respond with something like, "I care about you, but I also need time for myself," or "Please don't make me feel guilty. I'm doing the best I can." Bull. It's not selfish to want a calm, supportive relationship. In fact, it's healthy and necessary. Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness, not pressure. And if someone cannot respect that, it's okay to limit how much time or emotional energy you give them. Many of us were raised to believe that family always comes first, that we should be there no matter what, and that putting ourselves first is selfish. But here's the truth. There is nothing selfish about protecting your peace, especially after 70. You've given so much, your time, your love, your energy. You've raised families, supported relatives, worked hard, and put others ahead of yourself time and time again. Now, it is your time. A time to be gentle with yourself. A time to rest when you need to say no without guilt, and to fill your days with things and people that lift your spirit, not drain it. Choosing peace over conflict, joy over stress, and love over obligation doesn't make you cold. It makes you wise. You're not shutting people out. You're simply choosing to create a life that feels good, calm, and meaningful. Some family members may not understand this right away, and that's okay. What matters most is that you understand how much your happiness and well-being matter. You've earned the right to set boundaries. You've earned the right to slow down. And most importantly, you've earned the right to choose yourself. So if a relationship makes you feel small, overwhelmed, or unseen, take a deep breath and ask yourself, do I feel peace after talking to them? If the answer is no, it's time to make a change. You are not alone in this journey. You are allowed to prioritize your joy, your calm, and your freedom. It's not just okay to choose yourself, it's one of the most loving things you can do.